Hey folks, in today's video we're back with another high-score Balatro run. Here, after several recent attempts getting stopped short due to unfortunate voucher rolls, Balatro seemed to be apologizing to me by giving me all the vouchers I needed very early in the run, allowing me to save money for a strong endgame push. Enjoy the video. Early Wii's not bad. Big Dust, thank you for the super chat. Unfortunately, we missed the grabber there. That's would have been a good voucher to get, but I think we probably end up making more money off of this. My god, at least the rebates are flowing. Don't really care about those. Jacks. This is gonna win no matter what. Might just have to take the voucher egg, even though I'm not super excited for it. We're not keeping the Wii for the entirety of this run anyway, so there's no reason to care about aces. Whereas the sixes could be relevant. These are unlikely too. Might as well still check for the twos. Huh. That seems good. Well... we probably... Oof. Buy, and then roll. And then buy. That's a purple. Okay, we save our discards for the end. I hate the balancing act of... Wait, we also just kind of win too quickly is maybe the problem for this. Like, this wins, right? Okay. Maybe the Vagabond's not the play. Grab an early mime so we can get some gold card value, maybe. It's not terribly relevant right now. Eights. Getting the 6 out is more important than getting a modest amount of scaling on the Wii. Not very good. The mime can go away. We will get the voucher just for more time to set up. Nines. Normally I would just, like, I want to block the tarots. Unfortunate. Did not want to win there. Apparently we've got a lot of high card levels. And they don't stop. Aces, I have fewer of those. I still managed to draw one. Let's see if we can find a 6 as well. Oops. There it is. We're just aura farming now, I guess. Can make more 6s with that. Clear a voucher. Oh. I guess we have seed money is why, or telescope is why. We're constantly hitting the queens. The high card. Nice one. Unfortunate. That's 3 in a row? Surely this one's guaranteed to hit polychrome, right? Jackin'. Nope. Foiled again.
Well met.
Taz, thank you for the prime. This is very unlikely to be a 6. I guess we could check. It looked like a 7 to me. We get out of the egg. Let's check for, well, we can't really check for a temperance first. There we go. Skip those. Don't really care about those. I don't think that's good. What do I want it to even hit out of these? Where are my 2s? What did I put all these 2s in here for if I can't find them when I need them? Okay. No, thank you. Yes, please. Fours. Any mores? Sigil. Guess we're doing hearts now. Joop. King of Hearts it is. Do I have more 6? I have one more 6 to get out. That is true. Technically, multiplayer does count as modded. So I play a lot of modded. You're welcome. We found it. Get off my plane. That was maybe the worst Sixth Sense I've ever seen. Do I have any 5s left? I have 2 5s. Another purple seems fine. Bean. It's a win. Yeah, it was 3 auras, 2 sigils, and a grim. Which is indeed pretty grim. We just speed run the small deck. Egg. Welcome back, buddy. Sevens. Okay, we are starting to fall off a little bit. We need to find some, like, actual scoring. I mean, that's not scoring, but it is helpful. Now we can get Midas Mask value and Wii value. Heart me again. Egg. I think I still need to roll. We're still very weak.
Well met.
Dub win. Thank you for the 5 months. These are $6 in hand. Huge. It's not point scoring, but it is scoring. It's only 2, 3, 4. Haven, thank you for the raid. Or Nana. Oh, we found them all. Let's play this. With the mime, they're still worth it more held in hand, but we can clear more of them by playing them. So there's still a lot of upside to getting golden ticket value. Can't play a high card there. I think it's you. Do I want 4 of a kind or 5 of a kind? Probably not. Honestly, I think I want the flush. Oh! Gotta remember. Red seal? No red seal. Red seal? Probably has to be done. Go here. Probably want that purple king. Yeah, that one. want to break this more than I want the Wii scaling, I think. One of these days I'll remember. I think I have enough purple. Let's get some Jupiter levels. Could be useful. It's not bad. I want those for my kings still. I've got a few that need to have the gold added to them. I remember that time. I wasn't even sure if I was going to win. Trading card might be the GOAT. I don't think there's a might about it. Blue. It's probably too early to pivot into Molt right now. I think it's this for sure. Gunner, thank you for the prime.
Well met.
And Random Fellow, thank you as well. Nice. This might win just because of the double foil card here. Boss blind. It's not bad. Gonna get the voucher anyway. Need to start fixing my suits. Really need more levels in Pluto right now. Would have been better off holding the sun in there. I don't want to have Lucky Cat show up right now. It's kind of nice though. Perfect. Holy. Okay then. We can go with the foil ones for now, but they are objectively worse long term. Start leveling up those now that we need the Pluto a little bit less. Yep. Yep. We probably want 2 hands again. Me when I'm eating a really big burrito. Is that anything? Game really wants me to go clubs. But I do not want it. Strength is kind of nice here. We need to buy this, so let's do it before I forget. These are terrible. Already made good use of that. It is almost time for the trading card to go away, actually. You think there's a reasonable chance you've randomly encountered the same seed twice? Nope. Seems extremely unlikely. Let's get some score here. Probably go back to this. Okay, we just need some strengths. Who's the boss blind? Verdant Leaf. So don't get attached to somebody here. Honestly, I'd like to stone that just so I can hide it away and still take an idol here. Once again, the lack of overstock is brutal here. Okay, Jesus. Chill out, Balatro. Guess we can take this to maybe sell it into the boss blind. Okay, there's just nothing but Eris levels here. My god. Nope. Nope. No, that's even further away. Egg. Oh my god. I guess we just death this. They're looking for tower and strength. That'd be a funny boss to, or card to sell into the, I should have taken the Krusty there. I don't need that. Oh! That's bad. Shouldn't have rolled that. This one's already right. Nope. Nope. Not having a bread. It's kind of brutal right now. There's a strength in here, right? Oh! We hit. I need multiple strengths anyway, so. Okay, you can just die. Sure. Three cards that need that. Huge.
Well met.
Thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate that. And Kali, thank you for the donation. We have a strength in our pool. Let's keep it that way. Oh no. It's one roll away.
Well met.
Hey Zeus, thank you for the prime. Huh? Luna. Is that real? Thank you for the $50,000 donation. To Trans Lifeline, my god. That brings us to 80,000. That is unreal. Thank you so much. That is very generous and going to a great cause. That's insane. Yeah, I hope that's not a mistake. We'll find the strengths. You can go. We need the colas. Again? Am I getting trolled or is that real? They said it's real? Then I'll stop doubting. That's incredible. Yeah, I don't think that that's a number that you can that your bank will let you charge back. Jesus Christ. That's insanely generous. Incomprehensibly generous. Stonks.
Well met.
Absolutely outrageous. Not to be political, but eat the rich or something like that. Look, we'll leave you off the menu for your generosity. How about that? Yeah, we will need scoring eventually since we can't find the idol. I don't have the cards to support that right now.
Met.
Cook, thank you for the 2 months. Right. We've got a show to put on, I guess. Or something. Nope. I have more purple. Rip it. I think I might... Let's send it. Okay, this is fine. It's almost not fine. Alright. Sorry, I had other things. We've gotten this jack in a... Like, I know it's a 50-50, but getting this jack so consistently in here is pretty insane. Alright, let's find one more strength or one more fool. Should have grabbed that to block. Grab this to block. I want to keep the death, but I do just want to find the fool. All right. We have extra cards in here, so we can get away with a little bit more greed here. Oh, we just had more cards in hand. Typoni, thank you for the donation as well. Appreciate that. Chat. Please tell me there's not just going to be a deja vu in here when I'm one strength away. Okay. Okay. Surely this will hit the polychrome, right? Oh! It did. Okay. Just give me one strength.
Well met. Well met.
Strength? No. Squire, thank you for the prime. No. 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 Okay, we're gonna copy here because I'm a coward. Okay, that gives us a good sense of our score next ante as well. Since when does Roffle play baseball? My entire life. Nope. Strength? Nope. Hermit's pretty good. We probably have to take it. Oh. Been here somewhere. So we can play 2 5s and then 1 high card, right? No. Alright, send this. We actually haven't checked what our Baron score looks like. We've just kind of been coasting on the... Okay, Baron score is okay right now. Picking up an idol would probably be ideal, though. After we get that strength, of course. Nope. Oh my god. Mr. Mip. Thank you for the membership. Oh, that's worse because we lost the photo. But we are still through the next ante. We need this. There it is. Okay. Just in time. Now we don't have to discard it all. We can just farm. Well, we need to farm deaths. Strength here. Need you here. Wait, what's Baron doing here? That's where all our points come from. Keeping us alive. Generally speaking, dying is not a good strategy for winning. Doesn't really help me, but it's funny.
Well met.
I have a death in my full right now. Okay, you know what? Cool. That's what I get for being impatient. I mean, we might as well use it, I guess. Alright then. I can't really farm right now. Like, until we find the idol, we're kind of stuck. And kind of in trouble as early as next ante. There is simply no idol in the seed. Well, there's no overstock in the seed is the bigger problem. I'm probably going to have to re-roll the blind. Is that wise? I have retcon? I do have retcon. I just picked that up. I'm so used to having to play without retcon that I forgot that retcon even exists. I mean, I guess we farm here. Because I do need as much money as I can in. The extra red seals helped. So it's just a matter of whether we find Mime or idol first, I guess. Or potentially where an ecto lands. Yeah, it's going to be where the ecto lands. It tells us nothing. Having these both foil is actually nice because that gives us some flexibility. Okay. Well, I guess we figured out where we're going. Ah! Wait a minute. We still need deaths, yeah. We could probably get away with the serpent or the gold card farm, but it's a little less relevant now that we have the mime for money. So we just need, like, once again, it's a voucher game. It's a voucher game and a DNA game. There's one of the vouchers we need. There's a voucher skip, so we roll hard for cola. I don't have enough cards in my deck for that. Like, even the sock is kind of awkward. Prints a lot of money, though. I need DNA and I need blueprint. Yeah, I don't think it's worth. Because we need to get purple to finish fixing our deck. Thank you, Showman. Nice. Need second brainstorm and then blueprint? Well, we need DNA, then brainstorm, then antimatter. Then brainstorm, then blueprint. We just take it to block for uncommons later. Alright, I think we just don't have enough cards in our deck to do this stuff, as fun as it is. So we have to get things like this. Like, even rebate is a no-go with how few cards we have. Oh! I missed the voucher skip. Fine, it's only one. Surely there will be another one.
Well met.
My god. At least the deaths are flowing. Aquila, thank you for the prime. Appreciate that. We didn't find cola anyway. Yeah, I mean, it's still better to get them when they show up because, I mean, we saw that, like, all of last week, the voucher skips simply didn't show up. Alright. That does probably mean you're... No, we can rotate you out. I think it's all purple and red. Jesus. We could probably farm this up. Oh, didn't mean to be copying the mime there. Yeah, welcome, Shay. Yeah, we had a few very large, very generous donations come through since you last joined the stream. Sock is... Oh, I didn't have blank. And we're behind on vouchers for sure. And honestly on jokers a little bit. Throw it on the pile. Could have been something, but you can't... Oh! Came too late. Egg.
Well met.
Age, thank you for the prime. One, two, three, four. Look, it's objectively incorrect to do so, but we could trading card the purples out of our deck just so that we have a nice uniform deck, even though it's bad. But it is funny. Or we could just keep getting the most ludicrous supply of deaths I've ever seen. It's not great. I'll probably sell the to-do list, keep the trading card. And just hope for a really, really lucky roll. But like it's pretty low risk if we don't roll too hard right now. But I'd still rather find the DNA. Funny greater than bad? Glad somebody agrees. Or of a kind. Reserve parking, but yeah. Bro, you had your chance. The DNA is the most important thing to find right now, anyway. Trading card is a net negative, yes. Roffle, how do I get luck like you? You play the game for hours and then you don't need luck. This is not a demonstration of luck. That's a demonstration of luck. Block a rare. Now, I'm not going to complain here, but it would have been marginally better to hit the Brainstorm. I missed the... Okay, we can just add a junk card in now. I think I like the parking better. Add Voucher. Brainstorm was marginally better because I could sell out of the blueprint for a Showman to get a third copy of Brainstorm, and then I don't need the second copy of Showman later in the run. So it's a small thing, but it is marginally better for it to have hit the Brainstorm. Because, like, the negative Brainstorm isn't going anywhere. I can't believe it's 2 attempts in a row that have left me hunting for the DNA. It's kind of annoying. Honestly, Cryptid isn't terrible here, just to, like, try and make the rebate possible. Oh! Okay, so we're just chilling until we get antimatter now. Is this seated? No, this is casual. Unfortunately, we don't have anything left to sell for Cola. How many kings do you need? That is not the purpose of DNA, but... like 40 or 50, I think. Let's find a suit changer. Go clubs. Deck is small enough that we don't need to do it now. It is very hard to see the difference between gold and steel when they're polychrome. Is it even possible to get negative cola? Every Joker is possible to get negative. There's nothing special about cola. It would just be nice to instead get, antimatter in this next shop. Banshee, thank you for the donation. What is the next best negative Joker? Same as the best Joker, it's just blueprint. A Joker being negative doesn't change its value other than it doesn't take up a Joker slot. So when you compare it to other Jokers that are also negative,
Well met.
it's identical. All right, that's perfect. Now we just need a showman into DNA. So we want to find uncommon. That works too. Okay. And we have enough money now, or enough cards now. DNA gives us hand size, is why it's valuable. Do you still need retcon? Nope. Hand size, I think, is the only nope. Vouchers are actually done. It would be nice to get overstock. It's just... So vouchers are done. It's a matter of... I guess that's really it. We can add some steel. Finding the showman into Blueprint Brainstorm. Yeah, just the 4th copy Joker. It's actually a pretty good spot to be on Ante 16. Since we do have retcon here, we could also go for the bean shenanigans. Steel poly looks worse than gold poly? You're right, yes. It's honestly hard to... Like, all I can see right now is the shiny rainbow. So we're looking for Bean, Showman. Probably not invisible. Don't really need the Death and the Fool, right? Don't need Jake anymore. We probably do need Grabber. Maybe we do need Jake here. I think we do it. We've got a lot of money and rolling to do anyway. And it's back. Jesus. Okay. Honestly, that's much more aggressive rolling than we need to be doing. I'm just trying to do the funny bean thing. But, like, we do still need Grabber and Nacho Tongue, I'm realizing, and somebody was too poor to buy Grabber on Ante 1. Alright. Bean. We'll roll down hard here. Can't really do this. Oh my god, that's twice in a row. It's crazy how common those common jokers are, huh? Bean me, dude. I'm gonna roll all the way down here. How'd you get the Pluto? Waste of money. This one's too expensive. Bean has never been this hard to find. It is for some people. We shouldn't shame them for that.
Well met.
Luminary, thank you for the 5 months. Oh, guess we're copying that. Nope. I mean, Balatro Auto Battler enabled. The Bean Bud works where if Crimson Heart selects the Turtle Bean, if you quit to the main menu, the hand size that you normally get from Turtle Bean, so the +5, or whatever it's on, becomes permanent. And then if it selects Bean multiple times, you can get a permanent plus whatever hand size. It's trading card dead weight at this point. It's negative. Oh, that's our man's. Alright, we don't roll as aggressively now, because we don't have the funds coming in like we used to. But we're looking for exactly one of these two. And then our jokers are set. Probably just roll to about 20. Okay, we're... That's outrageous, the time. Oh... Alright, we only have, like, an hour left before my match with Zeno, so we're just gonna try and speed run this a little bit. So it's not going to be super optimized. Deal with it. An MV4 anti-20 or something? We can't do that. You beat the blind before you can do it on ante 25. You already set up for Nanip? No, we need more hands. We need the hand vouchers. I think at least one of them. But Turtle Blade Exploit allow you to get far too many ectos. That's part of the purpose of it, yes. Another benefit is just, like, if you're staying with the Baron Mime, you get, like, either way. Whether you're staying in the Baron Mime or not, you can take additional ectos, but also hand size is score. So, like, +5 raw hand size is kind of turbo nutty for a Baron build. Just start pivoting most of our stuff to steel right now. Who do you sell for Bean? The time has passed. We can't get Bean until ante 24, which we can't sell any of our jokers for. We needed to do it on ante 8 or ante 16. So that's why we were rolling down hard into ante 16. You need, in order to get to ante 39 with this build, you need a nat negative main piece, and then a nat negative, like, support piece. So something like a Troubadour, maybe, I think, and a nat negative, like, anything else in this list. Ideally, it would be a copy Joker. But you need, like, the way Doc puts it is you need 1.5 nat negative Jokers for an ante 39 push. We'll see how the vouchers shape up and maybe decide about installing Saturn or not. But we'll see. We've got enough time to complete the run if we get the vouchers, even without installing Saturn. Yeah, I need Grabber and Nacho Tong, potentially. Saturn only causes problems if we Naninf and then close out. We can't do Talisman because that always causes problems if you do, because it requires Steam modded. You have a lot of antes of farming money. We're not farming a whole bunch, but I don't know. Just a Balatro problem? Yes. If you close out of the main menu after scoring Naninf, it is saving your high score as not a number, so it crashes the game when you try and reload. That's why it also wipes your high score if you hit Naninf. But honestly, like, Grabber and Nacho Tongue are necessary vouchers. They can come after Craigasm, Ante 24. Unlike, you know, Retcon is absolutely mandatory before Ante 24. So those being the last vouchers, those and Palette, and even to a lesser extent Overstock Plus are like the least important to be your missing vouchers. Dave, thank you for the prime. I was promised multiplayer Balatro. I don't know who promised you that. But maybe I'll just concede my match against Zeno today instead. How viable is it to make a deep run like this without the minus anti-vouchers? I mean, they're not necessary. They just give you more time to set up, which is usually what you want. Like, it also gives you more time. It clears vouchers. It gives you... it gives you additional time. So, like, they're not... They're helpful, not mandatory. A hung man would hit right now? Look, it doesn't help me at all, but you do you. I'm happy for you. I'm Baron Yon Yon. You know what, Mighty Killer, just for you? I'm gonna do nothing but force Baron builds in the PvP, then nobody's happy. Fortunately, the match doesn't matter at all, so I can do dumb things like that. Purely out of spite. Although I guess, like, technically if I go 0-3 against Zeno... Oh, that's helpful. Then I think I might be tied with Rarin, so I can't... Then he would get 3rd place and I would get 4th, so I can't let that happen. I just need to win 1 against Zeno. I didn't realize Roffle could be so spiteful. What stream have you been watching? That's like 80% of my brand. Would you like to face me in playoffs? Look, Bean, there's no good choice between having to face you and having to face Doc. What am I supposed to do with that? Like... Rarin and I have already started discussions for casting the finals and semifinals because we know that we're going to be matched up against one of you two. Immolate would be funny. It started as an 8. Something I've noticed is that Roffle is more of an entertainer, Doc is more of a silly math man. I mean, Doc is very entertaining too, but yes, I think we have slightly different goals with our streams. If you want to see a real entertainer though, you should watch Murphy. But I think if you don't notice that Doc is entertaining, I think maybe you're missing his shtick a little bit. Nice. Doc was hilarious on Ludwig's Fast 50 stream. That is very true, yes. But I mean, he's funny on his own streams too. When, like, again, I think some of you are just missing it. Smart people be funny sometimes. Doc is funny because he's funny. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's independent of the fact that he's also smart. But look, let's not glaze him too much. I might have to face him in playoffs next week. We gotta start the beef. Seen some real harebrained takes under the Fast 52 Balatro video? Uh-oh. That's where you made your mistake there, Blob, is
Well met.
reading the comments of a channel that large. Gorvlin, thank you for the prime. There's our voucher skip. It came back for me. We could actually double skip here to save time. One hand type. We'll also do the speed mode game plan to try and pick up Grabber and Nacho Tong. We also do need Overstock Plus, so it's not just Grabber and Nacho Tong. Both, like, Overstock Plus is going to be close to mandatory for finding the burglar when it's time. And I'll keep the double tags for the Ante-24 juggle tag. So I don't need them. And that's not guaranteed. What? Why would I do that? Does the voucher speed tech ever work for you? Yes. Just last week I got blank and antimatter. Only because blank was the very first one to show up, so it's not... Like, even if you do it, there's no guarantee. Okay, don't buy this. We want to buy only this one. So now Nacho Tong can show up. Okay, we can... Alright. Should be set. God, with how horrendously bad the voucher luck has been the past few weeks, the the difference between like this run and the runs we were getting last week is absurd. I think that's everything we need, right? So we just need to not get boned by burglar. Which we are kind of light on money, unfortunately. In part because I've been being lazy about my, like, choices here. And kind of have a desire to go fast here. Light on money, we have 2K now. Yep. That's not a lot. For our purposes. We do have, like, a few antes to build it up. Did I get super lucky once with 2K and gotten an imp? I think I have too. But, like, we just saw that chatter that had 6K and rolled for Serpent 6 times over 6 antes and still didn't make it, so it's not guaranteed. Wait, YouTube age restricted the stream again as it's happening. Review, what? The review is not available? Did they... Before I could even appeal it, they took it off. They just age restricted it for fun to send me an email. What? I didn't even have a chance to properly get mad about it. They're just checking in. When the email could have been an email. Moderation bot is a fan? Yeah. YouTube support is, like, so funny. They'll just outright lie to you about things like that. I'll get an appeal rejected in, like, less than 15 minutes on a 2.5-hour video, and they'll be like, yeah, this was reviewed by a real person. Okay, buddy. TikTok has been community guidelining me again. Yeah, like I'm not even gonna bother with TikTok because like from the start they've just been knocking Balatro content unless it's like my Balatro content that somebody else posts without crediting me. Then it's perfectly fine. Stealing content? Not a problem. Playing the funny gambling game? How dare you? Jelly, thank you for the membership. I wonder if it's because it's like, because they're just ripping it from our YouTube shorts. I wonder if it's because it's so deep fried that's how it gets through like the the content moderation portion of it, that it's that because the quality is so absolutely trashed here because they didn't make it themselves. Unreal. Oh, hey, Omen Globe. I guess we buy it. Now we can get more immolates. I guess there's no harm in rolling wheels anymore, other than I don't want to. Oh, hi, Flint. Okay. Sure, buddy. Should probably be paying attention to my score, but I've got yapping to do. Refry the stream? Yeah, but that just makes their job easier. E77? Yeah, I mean, we don't even need, like, full steel for Ante 24, do we? Omen Globe does not clog the shop. It's just tarot packs. Wonder if you replace card art with less normal, like Uno or something. With moderation, not ban it. That could be something. Tofik, thank you for the membership. Just have C-Dubs or Nito cook up some nice custom card art. I don't know if C-Dubs is still around. C-Dubs is a busy fella and probably is popping in and out of work. Video about my mod got suppressed. It showed 0 playing cards, so it's not that. That's like the short of it. Because that was just like a promo video for the mod. That's absurd. Like there wasn't gameplay shown. I re-uploaded it 5 times. It's unreal. Like, I've stopped even just appealing some of the age restrictions because nothing ever gets done about it. Or it takes, like, an unbelievable amount of effort to get something done about it. I was talking with Orange Aces, and I think he said it took, like, 3 support tickets, each talking with somebody for 30 minutes apiece to finally get somebody to admit that, yes, oh, we can actually re-review it for you and get the appeal in place. Oh, yeah, Orange is here. It's unbelievable. That's another thing that they'll just lie to you about. They'll say, sorry, we can't escalate this. What the in-application review is final, and it's like, no. No, it's not. I've had it appealed after the fact before. You're lying to me right now.
Well met.
Murphy, thank you for the gifted 3 months to Orange Aces. Insert letter spam, thank you for the prime. Does the Wheel of Fortune ever work? Yes. You're not going to believe this, but like 25% of the time it does, in fact. Alright, we're just speedrunning this. We have 30 minutes left. That should be enough time. Think we may be too strong for ante 25? Yeah, that's fine. That was always going to be the case. So it had, like, we probably won't find the burglar by then anyway. We'd rather just find the, maybe the reserve parking. By exactly 25, our hand gets too big and we beat the scoring requirements, no, even if we don't copy our jokers for scoring before we can, like, accumulate enough cards to hit the Nanimp. We get out of the DNA for the burglar as soon as we pass the ante 24 boss blind so that we can start re-rolling for the serpent. Yeah, the window for this build is between ante 26 and ante 31 for when you can hit Nanimp. Can you disable Brainstorm by putting it in the leftmost spot? Yep. Do the funny and don't Nanimp to piss the chat off? Well, we might not have time, depending on the burglar rolls, first of all. Second of all, it might not be up to me, depending on the burglar rolls.
Well met.
Apocalyptic, thank you for the prime. We'll roll an ad right before hitting Nanimp. We've done that on accident multiple times. But then I just redo it. So I'll try and avoid doing that this time. We are missing out on a fair amount of money making here, but again, got time constraints. Don't want you. Don't want you. Said I don't want you. Let's just get the vessel and be done with it. Okay, you know, we're just never gonna find the gold guards anyway, so. Oh man, the slot commands is so sad now that Bible Thump is gone. Why can't you sell a trading card? I mean, I can, but it's one less uncommon in the pool to make Burglar, like, marginally more likely to show up. So because we have such little money, we want every edge that we can get. Yeah, temperance value is also a consideration, but we're not really rolling deep to find temperances. It's more about blocking for the burglar. Yeah, exactly. With how much we reroll, the extra uncommon is a big deal. There are actually more uncommon jokers than there are common jokers. So again, it's not, like, guaranteed that we find it just because we want it and have this money. 3,500 should be enough for getting burglar. Probably not most of the time. It gets closer to being enough if we're able to get a reserve parking early. Yeah, the rolls do add up very quickly. We're waiting for a rolling for the burglar because we die this ante without DNA, yeah. Burglar does not help us this ante. Burglar only helps us when we can find the serpent. Zeno trembling watching this before the big match. I think Zeno's probably doing just fine, knowing that an idle build is going to cook Baron Mime anyway. When do the high card levels stop mattering? I mean, you can just think of the gain in terms of like the relative increase. Going from 1 to 2 is a massive jump because you are literally doubling the molt. Going from like 10 to 12 isn't that big of a deal, even though you're getting twice as many Plutos. So it's just like, at a certain point, the number is big enough. Alright. Look for the bungler. We can't really use that. I think we can use the chaos, though. Let's grab an uncommon. Also want to look for reserve parking. Krusty saved $1. Nope, Krusty saves the highest amount that you reroll. So far, Krusty has saved $9. Now 10. Showman is not helpful. Castle is never helpful. It's a lot of uncommons that aren't burglar. I guess we can just take this. Like, yes, burglar is one roll, but it starts your rerolls at 0. Your next reroll, like if you're rolling that number of times anyway, it saves you however much your most expensive reroll is going to be. So here, it saved us $30. Effectively. Okay, let's stop here. Start our serpent farm. That was easy. It's a little awkward, isn't it? We can discard at the end. Because we do want to find money here. We're just gonna send it. If I get the reserve parking, I'll probably turn on Saturn. But I don't have it downloaded, so it'll take time to get it set up. We might just have to come back to this after the match. Things on the left are more rainbow because they're gold cards. Take as much money as possible. Those are great. Gotta skip first. Bonerman. Throw it on the pile. Okay, let me see if I have Saturn. Because this takes way too long. Well, that crashed it, so that's not gonna work. Alright, let's see if we can remember how to do this. So we were selling you, throwing this on the pile, buying this, and we have, like, we can't install the Saturn, it turns out. And we're just looking for a burglar.
Well met.
Artilo, thank you for the prime. This is probably too much rolling already. Alright. Gotta skip first. It's actually not a bad... That's not bad. Alright, we go here. And this is gonna take a while, chat. So, buckle up, I guess. Whoops. Probably want it like this. We got to make back that money that we're rolling. Again. Don't worry, we only have to do it 2 more times. And then the scoring hand. Fortunately, we're not over the scoring limit, at least. And we still have 5 more antes to find the burglar. Glad the entire deck became shiny. Yeah, it makes it really hard to look at, though. Because it's like, there's not a clear distinction between the different enhancements. Fortunately, we sorted by suit, but you can't really look at the suit. Also, fortunately, the amount of time it takes goes up with each hand that we play. Smiley face. So hopefully we just find that burglar soon. I think we might end up being money positive. This ante, despite rolling... No, we were probably at like 3,300. I don't know. My money's tiny. I can't remember. We also had a rather substantially long break between these past couple of runs. Money positive, time negative? Ain't that the truth? You don't need twice as much score on decks that aren't plasma. You need twice as many E's, effectively. You need to effectively square your score in order to get Nan-Inf on not plasma deck. That's why plasma deck is so much easier to Nan-Inf on. And now we just wait for that to resolve. And we're looking for the burglar. I gotta remember these things. 28 is more than 20. $28 remains more than 20. There he is. Oh, I almost it's it's been a long stream. My eyes almost glazed over right past it. Ooh. All right, easy. Reroll first. Oh, I don't think I want the straight flush by 3 levels. Maybe we just take the blind. And after the stinkers that we've been having the past couple weeks, it feels good to have this one just kind of served up to us for the most part. I mean, finding the burglar may have been the hardest part here. Finding the serpent is kind of annoying. This is like maybe the maximum number of serpent rolls. Pretty close to it. All right, we're copying the burglar. Gonna continue copying the burglar. You don't need to tell me I'm copying the burglar. It is in fact intentional here. $20 hands? Yeah, get comfortable. Yeah, well, this hand, we'll get through the 17 or so a little bit faster than we did with the reserve parking, maybe, but the final hand is the is going to be a little bit longer. Also, it does take increasingly long each time now because of the extra cards in hand. How long did it take to build the Joker in deck? That was the easy part. It was finding the vouchers that took the longest. But before the break, I think we were playing for a couple hours. It's usually, like, I don't know, people have done this type of run in under an hour now at this point, unseated. I just tend to yap a lot. And don't play particularly quickly. Or efficiently. Or optimally. World record is 45? Yeah. I don't think Doc has the world record for time. I'm pretty sure Doc was saying that he was just under an hour. Under an hour, fully vanilla, as far as I know. The way that you typically want to do it is you take a different route, like, because as you can see, Baron and Mime take too long. In order to, like, properly speedrun it, I think you spend a lot more time in idle as you're setting up your deck, and then just use the Baron Mime as you're setting up your deck and money, and then you use the Baron Mime for the, once you're ready to nan-inv. Doc got the speedrun all decks world record a few weeks back as well. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that, like, as recently as last week, he was saying that somebody had already beaten that and possibly gotten it so far at a range that he probably doesn't think he can compete with it. Like, Doc's extraordinarily good at the game, can play very fast, but he's still not, like, he's not a speedrunner. That's not his focus. And there are people who do speedrun the game, and that is their focus, and they're very good at what they do. Alright. Almost there. What antes can you get the Serpent? Any ante after, like, 3 or 4. And then any ante that isn't divisible by 8. Oh, it's less than 6. Wow. Serpent comes real late. Oh, right, this was the run with the obscenely high donations as well. Thank you again to Luna for that. Let's keep pressing this button until we need to do the right copy. Yeah, welcome, mortals. Alright, I'm gonna check the ads. We've got 15 minutes, 20 minutes on the ads, so those aren't gonna run. I'm also gonna mute notifications, so don't send me money to try and sneak into the video, because it won't happen. Hello? Why would they change everything in stream elements so that I can't find what I'm looking for? How dare they? Don't they know I'm old and reluctant to change? Four more, and then the fireworks start. We're almost there, chat. I was just planning on doing a casual run, but then... Oops, we nan-imped again, so that's why I didn't install Saturn. Polychrome does not count in hand, only on score. Petition to put Roffle's face on the Ancient Joker? Look, I appreciate the thought, because it does apply. But that's already old BAP, so... Maybe if Thunk makes another old man Joker in the future. No, the polychrome does nothing, but it makes me happy. That's valid. Can't argue with that. It did make it, like, kind of difficult to look at my cards, though. Because, like, some of these look shiny enough that they're almost gold cards, and it's, like, hard to separate them. You can't really see. Like, sometimes they glow a reddish, sometimes the red glow a bluish, and it's like, well, what suit is it really? It kind of just undoes the high contrast card setting. What's the blueprint copying? Blueprint. You can tell because it's the Joker to the right of blueprint. I'm just gonna, like, I don't know, be hypnotized in the morning when I start editing this and just have these glowing, floating cards in my face. I don't know. Alright, one more. And then it's go time. That negative trading card is pretty cool. It would have been a lot cooler if we had gotten a chance to use it, like, once where it was relevant. It came after we had already set up our deck perfectly. So the timing was unfortunate, but it's funny. It did maybe help us find the burglar, at least. So, it wasn't doing nothing. And the death was there when you needed it? Well, we didn't actually need it. I think one less steal would have been perfectly fine. Because we're probably going to nan-inf, like, right around this area, I think is usually when you do. Maybe even earlier. Right around 40 cards? Yeah, that would check out. We do have a lot less levels than we usually do at this point, but that doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, it's E154 abouts before you, before the balance that is the signifier that you hit the nan. Zooming. The numbers seem a little more aggressive than they usually are. Anyone else feeling that? Alright, GG.